I think we are live this time. So, hello YouTube. We are here for second leg of Tagapiou versus zNacho. It was 6-2, if my memory serves me correct, in the first leg to zNacho. Tagapiou is here, so he can correct me if I am wrong on that. That is correct, isn't it? Tagapiou 6-2.
Yeah, I think so.
That was the one note I hadn't fully completed.
So we ready to go?
Yeah, I'm just sharing the stream and we are good. You can start if you want to and people will drift in over the next minute or two. So,
I think he's got us muted, Andy.
we are on to Big Drop. This is zNacho's track. This was a little bit of a last minute booking between the two, and then I did see the mention from Tag and I was like, I'm free, I can if you like. They were being nice and polite, not wanting to book me in too last minute. Push it. I was just loading into GTA, so they gave me the extra few minutes. Then here we are. So this is, like I say, second leg, Tagapiou versus zNacho. This is Big Drop, first of zNacho's track. They are just doing the same as they did last time out. Nice, great boost in there from Tagapiou, a little bit of extended side, but handled it really nice. Much smoother on the second. zNacho though, getting it on the last little bit of curb as he drops in.
Just learned how to brake boost consistently on those curves.
Nice. Tagapiou.
Just adapting to it.
And you see zNacho's just going over the jump. Nice and clean from both. Get rid of the hood a little bit. Nice pop of the horn from Tagapiou there. Just finishing, showing her a good brake boosting again, really nice, clean to the Patriot smoke, kicking off the back of zNacho's car as it grips the track nicely hard. Really nice, clean stuff from the curb, and Tagapiou getting mighty close to the barrier, but again, just handles it really nice and clean. It's looking really good run. It's looking like a really good run so far from both. Tagapiou really not losing too much time at all from zNacho. It can take one tap off the barrier really. Look how much he shortened the gap as well through the corner. A slight higher exit.
Shit.
I'm back, sorry about that, my headset is slightly playing up. I will check in a minute once I'm back on YouTube so that you can still hear me, but Tagapiou did get a little bit high up on the banked path, it handled it again really nice, just costing him a little touch of time to zNacho, but still really not a lot to him. Good, clean performance from both, and that was my headset doing it in 1 minute. There's me back in the chat. So, hello everybody, I hope you are all very well. We've got Tagapiou and Holy, new boy, new Halo, is here currently supporting zNacho, and Dylan, my man, Chucky. I hope you're all doing very well. Right, chuckle from Tagapiou there. You have a little guess at what that's in reference to. I'm sure he's not going to let that worry him all too much on this occasion. Settles into his drive, nicely past the gap in the barrier. And it's really, really nice and clean. zNacho just landing before checkpoint.
Oh, bless you.
Oh, the brick does cost Tagapiou a very nice clean lap time, but it's still going to be a decent point-to-point time. But won't cost him too much time being so close. And yeah, critiques, I know my man, very pleased for you, my dude. Tom was out racing with you just afterwards as well, and he was very, very happy that we'd taken you in. Me and Jack know of you really well. We've got the 345.77 to 349.396, both times again below my own PB. And yeah, anybody wondering who Dylan is, that is Critics. And we're in to plummet 2. Again, it looks like Tagapiou, have you done the same, put in zNacho's tracks first? Yeah.
It's the same playlist from yesterday.
Yeah. So the order will be,
yesterday, last time.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the exact order, but it will be zNacho's tracks first. That is Big Drop. That's now being followed by Plummet 2. Then we've got Zebra and Trench 2 to come. And there's Mazebank, City Air, H200 and Rally as Taggers choices. That has extended. It's a 1-0 lead in this playlist. That's the way I'll refer to it really throughout. Occasionally, if anybody does ask me a little bit of clarification, that's when I'll do the aggregate score. I'll do that towards the end.
Hopefully I'll be able to get more consistent brake boosting this time.
The strong start from second. Hard. Hearing the squeal, meaning he's getting really close. Just within that centre bracket where you don't lose really any speed, giving you the curb boosting effect. Really close. We are seeing some little time marks here and there, sometimes a stronger percentage, but zNacho has held and sustained the lead, pulled away significantly at this point in time. Nice and clean though, across the curves again, hearing the squeals every single time, so close.
Oh, fuck me. I did pretty much
really,
the same thing.
Yeah, last time you just hit the ramp, but just going a little bit too early. Really unlucky there from Tagapiou. Nice and clean across the curves, really going heavy on the brake boost from zNacho. Nicely avoids the bridge, has over the throttle nicely over the ramp. Aggressively chasing the brake boost, catching a very good percentage of them, sticking the curves where he's not wanting to get a little bit of a slide through turning, and it is good and clean. Then jump out ever so slightly, landing on the back side of the Krieger, carries the speed nicely across that platform there. Next the checkpoint, make sure it gets close, tied over the curb, nice wide up technical approach, it's just the inner apex of the second corner. Again, chasing the brake boost, this time getting squeals but not the full boost. zNacho plays it a little bit safe, does just keep the accelerator on and goes over the jump nice and clean, not wanting to take a risk and go underneath the platform or crash into it potentially. Keeping it good and clean.
It's so much harder to get brake boosted.
Yeah, I find so too. I find it easier in the Emirates myself, but zNacho getting 2.
Yeah, Emirates and
2.5.
GtaV.
3 dividing, but 2 really. Like, that was the last one we did here, the extended tyre screech. Yeah, he really is in. zNacho is being very clean today. And that does take it to 2-0 in this playlist so far. I know if we're going to see a similar sort of form as we did from Zombies the other night, or last night, it will maybe be a little trickier. Tonight, because I do know that they race a lot together, and if they've been practicing hard together, then they should both be in a similar vein of form. I'm imagining to 47.771 from that trick. Pardon, a little bit of trapped air there. Really playing a little bit of havoc with the words. But I know it will be a bit off his PB, and he'll be maybe hoping to have shown better on the Plymouth, but the 3:02.651, and when I say somewhat, a little way off, I mean quite a bit off. I know Taggart is a fast lad, much beyond mine. My times in general are good 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds off, depending on the tracks. Salute from Taggart, you see, baby blue, the house and fight, Tagapiou, was also invited. Yeah, I imagine they both invited you around the same time, Unholy, trying to recruit you about the same time, and we've got Azzy Boy with a Sapnin and a Ventura entering the track. I hope you're both doing really well, and same to everybody else. It's a very muggy evening here in Britain. It's not, I wouldn't say it's warm to some of the other parts in the world, but it is muggy, very sticky is the way I'd describe it. Oh, zNacho has to brake to make sure he does make it through tunnel clean, feeling he would have had to take the ramp. And that does give Taggart a good lead here. zNacho now with the work to do. This is where we saw Zombie make a couple of mistakes. Taggart does manage to avoid. Stop sign really nice, but zNacho has been able to close the gap up a little bit with the feathering on Taggart. Get around it. zNacho section clean, getting 2 brake boosts along the first straight, really cranking up the pace behind. And right up behind Taggart now. Or did miss the second, got a strong first one though, and does get the third.
Latino.
Really nice stuff. zNacho is cracking out a lap here. I will spend the rest of this lap at least with zNacho. Maybe keep that pressure on him with him having the lead. Let Taggart have a race. Shake his nerves, but I know as well that he doesn't really mind the commentary stuff. Quite enjoys it. But really nice, clean lap from zNacho. Really fast. You can hear the engine revs barely having hit in the cleat tool. A wonderful smash off the side there, pulls him round the corner at a lovely speed, handles it all really clean. Gets the 1 brake boost down the straight, carrying a little bit more, too much speed with 57.384. Good time. With 2 brake boosts down that straight, and third. zNacho really, again, trying to crank up the pace, really putting pressure on. Nice, clean corner, little tiny slide at the midpoint as he pulls the cleat around hard. Gets the brake boost off the pipe this time too, and the one on the little drop down onto the circle prop. zNacho really is pushing the stops here. And another onto the second circular prop, and again off the sign, and again it's nice and clean. Pulls around the corner hard, clips the curb at the apex. Really good lap there from zNacho. Mobbin also enters the fray. Hello to everybody. Again, I hope all of you are doing very well.
Azzy Boy, Ventura, Gobbin, and
Gobbin?
Lou.
Who's Gobbin?
Gobbin, yeah.
GM Gobbin.
Machine Gobbin.
Yeah, Brake Boost City by zNacho it was there with the 56.846. And again, I do note, Tagger, you do have, what is it, 57 yourself? A high 57 is a PB, so again, a little way off.
I think it's in low 58.
Okay, a low 58, yeah. But yeah, zNacho was really in beast mode there, really pushing hard. Really looking to crank out the victory. That does take it to 3-0. GG, zNacho, definitely a finalist potential in the Champions League. There is good potential for that we did see him in the finals of a previous competition, but I know other people in very good form at the moment. Tagapiou, struggling to say that one, but yeah, but Mobbin's doing it with the G's instead. He's throwing it back at you. And hello, good cat, I hope you're doing very well as well. Touchdown is in the chat as well, and zNacho with a thanks. That nice camera down the hill, that was actually really nice. Tagger going with skip, and zNacho has messed up the skip. That is going to give Tagger a strong lead, but zNacho, having taken a 3-0 lead in this players, knowing he had a little bit to play with. We are going to sit with Tagger for a little while at least.
Keep in mind, this is not one of my strongest.
No, I know it's not, but you can just rein it in a little touch and just not dive. Nice and clean, Tagger, mate.
Yeah.
Nice, clean. Is that a little brake boost in the tube as well, Tagger?
I don't know.
The tyres sounded like it did, even if you didn't actually go for it. And I know Mobbin said that sometimes it does seem to give you the kick. Clean loops to the tube, nice.
Oh, bollocks.
Gonna have to just swing onto the ramp slightly, but it is handled really nicely. No chance of going off there from Tagger. Good enough car control to more than handle that. There, skip here was just a little nervous. Feeling line wasn't right. A little high, but flings himself down the hill. That's a nice line from Tagapiou. Good acceleration at the bottom of the hill. Just a touch higher than he would like on a good, perfect run. Nice and safe, good and clean. Really nice, tidy dirt section there. Good control of the throttle from Tag. He's down to the side of the tube on the left side. With it
Not even going to attempt that.
So, saying, right, he's not going to attempt ramp skip. There is a little bit of a risk cut. zNacho does appear to close the gap a little bit, but it isn't going to be enough should Tagger be nice and clean. At this point, I am going to swap to zNacho just in case we see the cut, because that could be catching point potentially, but Taggart should have the momentum and having cleared the stop strip. zNacho goes in for it. On our screen he did clip the stop strip, but he is going to go into the mountain, and lucky for zNacho getting really close to getting the cut good and clean there. A go-go Tagapiou from Fluky, and staying with a lucky Taggart in the GTO. That car's got a death grip, it really has.
Oh, Tagapiou, I've seen that.
Yeah, Tagapiou, that's the one. zNacho is able to make it across the line with good.
Nah, Gobbin's got a better ring.
6 seconds time left. Taggart taking advantage of the big risky cut mistake from zNacho, not quite getting it right, or maybe bricking down the mountain to 44.958309.078 from zNacho. Very good control, especially through the dirt sections. The back end of the GTO barely kicking out.
So 3-1, I believe.
Yep, that has brought the score back to 3-1 at the halfway point.
And on to my traps.
Taggart handling the nerves. Well, not even nerves, but you. What I said before, I'll get the word a little bit wrong, but it's like motion. And as Taggart says, now we are into his tracks.
If I win all 4, that'd be nice. It won't look as bad.
Taggart, it's not gonna look bad anyway. We've had people have worse results already. Like, and people know you're up against. Again, as we've seen over the past few nights, we've seen people going up against some of the best people in the game, just able to show a slight bit more experience. But Taggart, with a lovely corner there, does go past zNacho nice and clean.
Oh no!
But zNacho wasn't too clean either, does end up having to catch himself on the barrier. But then, as I do sometimes say, when one mistake happens, misfortune then continues to follow. Taggart does hit the barrier a little bit further along. Taggart going with the nice clean straight line over the water. Slide initially in the hairpin corner. Nice break distance from Taggart. There is one when you land on that blue slant as well. Nicely into the tube. Taggart's really hit short on the gap up to zNacho. Straight from zNacho as he went through the tubes. Back to zNacho's speed, nice and through the corner, but actually getting a little extra kick off the curbs, as we can see from some of the top drivers here and there, just boosting heavy on the brakes from zNacho though, making sure that we pull round the corner nice and clean this time. zNacho having to avoid the water. Alright, nice and clean, really clean from both. Taggart having to just use the barrier slightly to straighten up, but really good, using it to catch an extra little clip of curves. zNacho is just ahead, leading the way at the moment. Taggart with a nice aggressive line through the tube, hitting high up on the right wall, does follow. zNacho is flying a little bit more, hung up ever so slightly on the ramp, but is the barrier not being very kind to him then. I did think that the back end was going to just bounce off it a little bit. Yeah, they're being a little bit kinder than Taggart usually experienced it. Didn't kick him up over into the block, but we are going to, at this point, swap on to zNacho. A apply a little bit of that pressure to him, let Taggart settle in as zNacho does bash heavy off the fence. Just as we swapped onto him, a good clean line into the next tube there, really crisp line through it too, nicely onto the brake, clips the anti-apex of the corner and goes wide on the exit, clips across the curb, chasing the right tyre, curb boosting there, brake boosting, really good and clean, swings heavy round to miss the barrier. Nice and tidy across the jump. Clearing the water. zNacho, no water this time, or not enough to make him avoid into a full speed lap here. Or controls the slide really nicely. Maybe a little dab of handbrake to straighten himself up. Has to feather a little bit more than he'd maybe like on. Perfect run through this. It's good line through the tube again, minimising air time. Swinging out on the downward slope again, just uses the barrier just to catch the GTO lightly, braving against it and swinging back across the curb. Tidy through the hairpin. It is for a good time so far. Goes for the ramp skip, gets it good and clean on the blue bank platform. Right, tight. Swings hard in to the left hand side there, nice and clean again, enters the tube, nice and smooth up to the midline in the tube too, looking like a good lap. Taggart though has held really good pace behind, brake boosting down the straight from zNacho. zNacho isn't going to have to wait at all to allow Taggart a chance to finish. Taggart holding good pace there behind and crossing the line just in the transitional period between. zNacho again does take it back to 4-1, just re-extends the lead slightly. 1:28.107 to 1:30.721 from Taggart. A full 3 seconds ahead of my own time himself, so it does really not, like I say, it's not showing Taggart up in a bad light going up against somebody like zNacho for 36.145 total time with 1:28.107, showing that there was very few mistakes and when he was clean was exceptionally fast. Taggart being clean enough to get round, not quite having the experience to carry quite the same pace as zNacho. Again, not far off, and it is fine margins, a couple of extra miles an hour through the corners here and there, the aggression across the curves. We are heading in to rally. This is the issue track. Across the curves, Taggart to does initially swing into the lead. Taggart a little wider to the second corner, getting onto the curbs earlier, getting 2 clips of it from that chose one. Good speed over the jump, extends it out slightly. Taggart clips the curb down onto the dirt section. zNacho's car, looking around just a little bit, does clip the tree, catches that really nicely, and really not too far behind here. That it does give Taggart the lead, but we know zNacho very fast, maybe having lost a second there, maybe 2. Both bump across. zNacho this time going for the straight line here, clipping little bumps on the right and then coming back to the left. Taggart does manage, look, to have extended the lead ever so slightly. Does appear to have pulled again just a little bit. zNacho does get good curb boost there. The very last section, as I have seen from Jack, closes the gap back up. Taga handling it really well, nicely on the brake through this corner and manages to re-extend the lead slightly. zNacho goes with a risky cut here. The wheels catching on the wall, spinning the car around, but it's landed wonderfully well. It does shorten the gap up really nicely. It's an exceptionally thin cut. Taga is going in for the wall ride, seeing zNacho heading in for it too, but the curb not being as nice for Taga there as it was to zNacho. zNacho with the honk of the horn, I believe it would have been out of respect, a little bit of sympathy there for Taga, taking the risk with him. Would have appreciated Rockstar being good enough to both to get them round clean. But zNacho pushing really hard through the apex corners there, heading over the jump now into the spinner. Clips the tube nicely on the right side first time, left side the second, just taking the line. And nice and tidy across the curves. Pulls round very aggressively past the sign. Oh, brushing against the wooden pole there, the wooden telephone pole, whatever it is. zNacho clean through the bushes. The narrow line and the wider line through. No chance of flipping that little apex that can kick the whistle out up onto its roof. Handles all the bumps really nice. Swings the car around onto a really good line. It is going to come across the line momentarily. Good barrier ride to end it as well. Unfortunately though, the curb on the wall ride. And zNacho with 3:07.991 with the smash off the tree, but then being exceptionally clean around the rest of the lap. Taga unfortunately having to respawn after the wall ride. Did lose a lot of time to that, but the curbs are really not playing quite as nicely with Taga. They both seem to be on a similar line, maybe zNacho was slightly leveler. And Taga pulled up just a touch more aggressively, clipping into the curb. Again, such minor margins that you can't see it as anything but unfortunate. That does take it to 5-1 in this playlist. It's showing running again. It did do this the other day and then it did shift us to main bank, so maybe it's going to do the same again. Picking GTO, and there we go, we are in the city rather than at the observatory as we were. Start from both of the lads. Wonderful. Oh, just getting ever so slightly hung up on the tube. I am going to stick with Taga for now. Excellent. The next lap with zNacho, and then see where the land lies from there. Taga with a lovely boost line, super 2, straightens up, little dab of the brake as the shadow comes underneath the car. oversteer into the corner initially, but corrected really nicely with good clipping of curbs from Taggart, clipping the apexes through really nice. What the hell happened to Nacho? I didn't even swap there and it swapped over to Nacho as you passed him. What the hell actually happened to Nacho? Nacho has stolen the spectator as well. Honestly, I wasn't touching my controller, I was about to light my smoke. But maybe Nacho, having learnt a way to steal spectatorness from the commentator's control, does explode as he bashes off. I'm guessing that was a heavy brick from Taggart into the tube that is sustaining the lead. Nacho at full speed though, nice and heavy onto the brake, barely missing the trees, clipping the curb just before the corner, really nice, just extending, again clipping the curb as he passes the bus stop, being really aggressive to try and close the gap. Taggart does appear to have extended the lead slightly though, maybe with a slightly cleaner line as Nacho pushes so hard, he does also get hung up on the entrance of the tube there. Now, as
Same thing again, I saw that line out.
Just getting ever so slightly hung up on the exit of the transition of the tube, getting then two right wheels caught up, then struggles to get the braking point right as the car levels back out, maybe bucking a little bit too much to get the good application of brakes through the corner, or the turning point, really the braking point a little after there really, as you just passed it, as you just approaching the metal fence on the left. Nicely, Nacho just a little bit further on the jump. Taggart, nice clean line through. Hasn't lost really any difference. The brake boost though does help Nacho get good revs through the corner. Does allow him to just extend ever so lightly, bash off the overpass from Nacho, and that is where there was a mistake before. Maybe don't know how hard he must have hit it, and then off the barrier to explode. Pretty impressive thing from Nacho. So, bricks into the tube with the brick from Taggart earlier, that does just sort it out, and unlucky from Taggart bricking through the second one, or the final tube there on the entry from transition through the small secondary tube. And that does allow Nacho to really catch back up from the brick before. We are going to sit with Nacho with the gap to Taggart being enough that we do see him just swinging into the left ahead of Nacho now. Nacho behind, swinging through into it. Just a little clip on it this time. Handled much better. Doesn't flip the car out, but this time it does hit the dividing white wall. That is going to give, and then he clips the curb in between the two pipes, and it does just show that even top drivers can make mistakes. It is, like I say, really, really fine margins. And like, if Taggart, you do end up watching this back, mate, I'm guessing seeing that back, if it was me as well, if I was feeling a little bit down, then seeing that even the top drivers do make mistakes, it'd make me feel.
Yeah, I'm not feeling down.
No, good. I am really glad to hear that. And that's it. It's fun. It's like we hope to use it to improve.
When I heard I was against Nacho, it was inevitable anyway. So it's racing for fun, really.
And it's just a good chance to try and use it to improve and catch a couple of lines and learn to handle the pressure. Enjoy this.
So many PBs in this.
Exactly. That's really good to hear, man. I was really glad when I hit a couple of PBs against Mobbin. Like I did manage to win Plummet, because one Plummet because he hit the last barrier. Really unlucky. Again, just the nose planting and bricking into the tube a little bit.
So I was doing the one with Robbie. I think it was a PB every single race we did. A PB or something like that. Ridiculous. Yeah, it's all over the place. Oh, bollocks is right there.
A little bit of havoc, and that The gap does look to be Taga has managed to hold off the comeback. Nacho also does clip one of the final lampposts along the street and does end up reversing with a little J-turn along the line. In a little bit premature with the amazing comeback Nacho's GG, but that does take it to 5-2. We head into the final race. 1:58.014 from Taga, and that was with brick laps, so they won't
Rockstar
still
won't be
under the 2 minutes.
Rockstar won't be fixing that brick anytime soon.
They might, like I've discussed it with Esco, and we are of the same opinion. Like they may well not fix it on PlayStation 4, but they might well try for the PlayStation 5 version that they are working on, enhancing and stuff like that.
It won't be that brick anyway. It will be the cars, and that brick will be regardless of whatever car you're in.
It's definitely a clipping issue where because it does it on the track pieces as well, where the car's going too quickly and it clips either into the track or the tube at certain points of the car, and it causes the bricks. That's what it is. So it's a connection issue with how the cars connect with the tubes or track occasionally at high speed.
Yeah.
But it is something they might look into and try and fix if they want people to enjoy the game more and be able to be a bit more competitive on it in a fair environment. But Maze Brick Ascent, great race from Ninhalo, appreciating Taga being able to hold off Nacho there. The guys are both enjoying it. Taga with a very strong start too, but Nacho did manage to pull away. Both were aggressive across the curves, but a little bit of brake boosting from Nacho did allow them to pull away. Very aggressive across the curves, causing the GtaV to bob about wildly from Nacho. Nice and smooth from Tag, holds pace nicely. Lovely round of the horn from both. Good, clean transition between the tubes from both. Nicely to the corner though, did handle the slide really well, just carried maybe just a touch more speed than he wanted to initially into it. Oh, really close Tiger, that was nice and tight like a tiger. It's been a while since I've been able to say it, but there was literal millimetres between you and destruction in the city below. Very nicely done. Nacho does go in for the wall ride, has had to respawn after putting out, I believe it's slightly early, where we saw his car didn't fly out of it. Tag up with a good initial line through the tube. And a good exit, wonderfully low, and hello Fern, entering the pie. I hope you're doing very well, my man. Just got this final race to do. A little bit of a sign out and stuff with YouTube, and then I can be fully with the Fern. But Tag up with a lovely line into the tube, no chance of hitting the tube on the entry. This is, as Tagger says, a potential brick spot. We do see Nacho behind to the left, has gone for the cut, has got it clean as Tagger does brick on the flat track piece, and that is what I'm talking about. It isn't just in the tubes, it is on the track pieces too. Nacho though, being an incredible sport, does give Tagger back the lead, refusing to take the lead through the brick. Happy to have shortened the gap because of the cut, but not taking the lead because of the brick. Wonderful sport there. Good, clean corner though from Nacho is allowing him to shorten the gap, pull level, and then swing into the lead. And this time, and again, it does just switch between the two. Like, my control is down on my bed. I must have a slight problem with either the R2 or L2 button. Oh, it's drifting. It's twice again, Tagger. You're playing risky games.
Yes, I am.
A little bit too risky. Maybe slight bit too much excitement with Tagger being in the party. Maybe did cause a little distraction in focus, and I will take a little bit of responsibility for that one as we go apply some of that pressure to Nacho and maybe just restrain the shouting slightly to not be such a heavy distraction. I don't think it was necessarily a distraction too bad. I'm guessing it didn't help. Nacho swings into the wall ride but does brick onto the curb heavy. Again, with that being wooden, I don't mind that brick so much as there should be some risk associated with the wall ride. It's the lower portion of the wall that's nice and solid, that isn't wood.
Should have slowed down. Oh my days.
Nacho cuts back underneath. Taggart did initially overtake in the air at the lower tube exit. Very risky tube entrance there from Nacho. It did take him tilting the car properly to get the entry right, the right wheel kissing in, really nice. Gets the line nice and clean. All four tyres just clipping the edge of the roof, and Nacho lines up a very thin ramp skip there. Little slide on the exit of it, but it's really good and clean. It's what we're liking to see. Now I will sit this lap through with Nacho through to the first cut, and then we'll go to Taggart. Watch stuff out of him. Maybe we'll do the wall ride through with Nacho, then we'll go back to Taggart. Big risks is what we want to see, and we know Nacho is going to provide it for us. Speed, thanks for the invite, and I will join you shortly. Nacho with a wonderfully clean tube exit. The back wheel is just clipping a little bit heavier than he would have liked, but giving him a fantastic line into the entry into the tube. All it did really, it didn't kick the car higher up into the air, it just kicked the back end up slightly. A light bit of flare. Nacho coming to and approaching the stop strips now. Coming over the jump is what I was going to say, but it was a bit too late. Nacho is already lining up for the cut. Lower into it this time. No chance of clipping the curb. Nicely done, Nacho. Really clean. Just as I said, going to swap back. It's looking good. Little dab of the throttle on the exit, and that is Nacho up that big cut there, and now looking to maybe just complete the lap out with a good re-skip. That's nice to do. Tag coming across the curb, going to have to catch the car, does so very well, swings in, just a touch too low, unfortunately for the wall ride, and had he not missed the checkpoint, but had he not missed the checkpoint, I know Tagger would have been able to handle that in air control. Heads in for it again, handles it really good and clean this time, and this time not letting the car.
Please tell me that you saw me flip the car in the air.
When was just before?
Just before, yeah.
Yeah,
the 180.
I caught that. That was when I said, Tagger is going to have to catch the car, and does so really well.
Yeah, glad you got that.
Nice entrance into the tube, nice and high onto the blue sidewall. Pulls through and round. Unluckily, the air conditioning unit not being friendly with a Tagger there, but able to chuckle at it, still enjoying the occasion. Nacho, as you can see, is waiting up at the line, making sure no chance of Tagger DNFing. Tagger comes in for ramp skip, just a little tiny bit. It is possible. It's just incredibly thin.
Oh my god, I need to let go.
Tagger maybe just letting his eyes drift from the screen with it all being
I'm
over.
actually going to DNF.
He's now going to DNF, mate. There's a chance he could still cross the line, just needs to carry good speed through the corner. Should be enough time here. And there it is. Tagger does make it across the line. But Nacho has progressed through. And has taken 13-3 lead on aggregate to 17.314, and he did wait up on the final lap. And if he did get that roof skip nice and clean as well, he would have been on for a good time. Again, as I say, I know Tagger isn't feeling in any way embarrassed or let down really. He knows he was up against one of the best and was here to enjoy the occasion, competition of going up against such a high level opponent, just using it as a chance to get better. This playlist was 7-1.
7-1?
I believe.
I won,
Oh no, you did win one of his as well, didn't you? Sorry.
I won Zebra.
Yeah. That was his choice. So, yeah, you won one of yours. So sorry, it was 6-2 again. So sorry, that was 12-4. Sorry.
12-4.
So yeah, sorry, just getting my scores a little bit wrong there. And apologies for that, Tagger.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, 12-4. Nacho wins. As Tagger says in chat, GG's being offered to both. Congrats offered to Nacho. And honestly, guys, my pleasure in return to New Boy's comment there. It is honestly my pleasure. Tagger, while we're here, you do have a car meet coming up soon, don't you?
Yes, I do. It'll be on Saturday.
Yep.
I'm still thinking of what time to start it at. The theme will be JDM. So it's a nice accessible theme, and it will be an open meet, so anyone is able to join.
Nice.
Expect to see a sizable amount of people from the community here as well.
Listen to this. Do head over to Tagapiou Plays. He will be streaming it, and there will be the ways to get in through that stream. Yep. Thank you all. Just head over as well. Check out zNacho. He is commenting in chat. Again, Nacho, honestly, it is my pleasure to both of you. I honestly thoroughly enjoy it. I know that you booked this in late notice. I did notice it in chat, and I double checked with Tagger that I hadn't forgotten, and he was like, no, you hadn't, and we didn't want to approach you last minute, but I was here. But that will be me drawing this stream to an end with a huge thank you to everybody for tuning in and watching, and good night.
Thank you to everyone.
Goodbye for now.